What's up, guys? Dimebot here, and we are leaving Isola Prospect in the Breathless system in Elite Dangerous right now. The reason we are here was to pick up a new toy, and I'll show you that real quick. I'm going to need this for something I'm doing in the video. If we head into outfitting here and drop on down to optional internal, there is a new type of limpet that we can pick up, and I'm going to use this to go mess with Thargoids since 2.4 the return is out. So if you look right down here, you see research limpets. So we're going to go ahead and grab one of those. You can only have one max limpet at a time. Has a pretty good range of 2,000 meters though, so not bad, especially since I'm going to be using it on a moving target. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that on the ship here and go ahead and head on our merry way. Now we are going to be heading to the Maya system, to Obsidian Orbital in particular, because there is a community goal base there. Now, I'm not going to be working on the community goal in this video, but just be aware that if you want to take part in it, there is one location for the community goals there. So let's get landed here at Obsidian Orbital, and we'll talk about a few things. Around this area, Maya, Anterope, and in general, radius surrounding systems in the Pleiades, you can come across Thargoids now. And with the return, things have changed considerably for how we're going to deal with Thargoids. So we will get into that, but first off, let's get landed and let's show you this community goal. If you want to participate, this community goal is actually going to help us get technology that will allow us to scan and hopefully fight the Thargoids. So, you know, fairly important since there's an alien menace that is now ravaging the galaxy. So just refuel, repair here, and restock, and then let's jump on into the mission board, and you will see, one, it's loading a lot quicker, which was something I loved in the beta, but two, we have our community goals. There's one here and one elsewhere. It's not actually that far away. Engineers are appealing for Thargoid material. There are several specific ones, and this thing's not moving along all that fast. It's barely over tier 3, so I'm going to go ahead and sign up. I will work on it at a later date, but I just wanted you guys to see that it was here. What we're going to do now is head to this system right here, HIP 17692. You can see it right there on the map. So once you get out to Maya, you can head to this system. There are others out here that do have these signal sources that we're looking for, and it's right here. If you turn towards this unidentified signal source, this one is actually going to change. It's not going to stay unidentified for long. It's going to be non-human threat 5. So we're going to drop in here, and this is where you're going to be able to find your Thargoids, and quite often some destroyed human ships as well. When you first jump in, they are going to come and they are going to scan you. They're going to get quite close. I would not recommend deploying hardpoints right here. You'll notice that when I target the Thargoid, I don't actually get any info. All I get is those random blocks of numbers. Players on the forums are working on trying to decipher them, so hopefully we get some answers soon. But if you're not carrying anything objectionable, which seems to be unknown artifacts or Thargoid-related things, they will turn away and resume what they're doing, as you can see right here. Now, it's a little hard to pick out in the footage, but the Thargoid does appear to be tractoring in a canister as well as scanning this ship. And it has been reported that they will take canisters that have slaves or human-occupied escape pods, which is more than a little creepy. And they will continue about their business at these signal sources, pretty much ignoring you unless you really interfere with them. And once they're done scanning all the ships and picking up whatever it is that they're after, they'll, well, turn and leave, ignoring you. Now, I went ahead and fired off my research limpet here, but I had waited too long, so don't actually get it connected with this Thargoid before it enters into its version of hyperspace. And you'll notice the Thargoid ships are exceedingly fast. I'll actually comment again on that in a minute. Okay, you can see my limpet there struggling to keep up, but the Thargoid's already gone, so we're going to go ahead and try that again. Now, this Thargoid, I fired off the limpet pretty much as soon as he started scanning me, and it's going to attach here, and you'll notice that it is extracting, and it has a timer now. At first, I thought everything was going to be okay, but then the Thargoid, well, I guess he really doesn't like having a biopsy done on him because he turned red and began to aggro me. And in case you were wondering if the mini fighters will look like they did in the trailer, yeah, they do. They're absolutely terrifying. So I did deploy my weapons. Was curious to see if my point defense would do anything about the mini fighters, and it does not. Also of note is the very first hit from them with my shields fully operational resulted in a hull compromise. So their weapons do in fact partially or completely ignore our shields. So really all I was trying to do here was hang on until this extraction was done. The Thargoid is doing a pretty significant amount of damage to my ship. And interestingly, those little fighters do not show up in the context menu. So there we see that the limpet is done and I can attempt to retrieve it. And once I retrieved it, I basically just tried to get the hell out of Dodge. Now, guys, you may want to do this in a faster ship. I took an incredible amount of damage trying to get away. I got down to 23% hull and a lot of systems compromised from the corrosive nature of the cargo. It is extremely hard to get away from a Thargoid. You saw there the toxic cargo, and the ship took an absolute ton of damage. But we did make it back. Now I want to note that this cargo, this Thargoid Cyclops tissue sample that I got, is illegal. I managed to get into port without, taking any flag for it, but it is illegal and it does not count to the community goal. It's just something I wanted to check out and wanted to show off. So we'll go ahead and fix the ship up here and sell this thing on the black market. It's not really worth a ton, but it is something that I was just very interested in checking out. So you see there, Thargoid Cyclops tissue sample. Now we know there are different types of Thargoids out there, so I'll take the little profit. It's, better than nothing. Certainly doesn't pay for my repairs. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. I will see you next time.